If you're new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and also hit the bell as well for new videos every day, every week.
What's going on, all my fellow Joy-Con boys and girls? This is your boy, Nintendo Logan. We're once again back at it again here. We're doing another epic stream for you guys on this nice and lovely Friday once again for you guys. And as you guys already know, we are here to once again do another episode of our epic Friday morning show that we do every single Friday at 9:30 AM Eastern and 6:30 AM Pacific time, recapping all the latest Nintendo news from the past week with our Nintendo News Roundup morning show once again. And we got a bunch of jam-packed news items we're going to be talking about and discussing during today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So hope you guys are ready to hear about all the news that we got for this week. And there was some pretty great stuff, pretty big and great stuff that we have for today's episode of the show once again. But of course, you guys already know, before we get into it, man, we gotta get into the shoutouts real quick before we do get started with all the news for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. Just gonna give everybody time to come in and all that. So they can have a bit of a chance to actually hear all these news topics that we're going to be discussing. So, what's up to everybody in the chat, on YouTube, and in their super channel, the first one in the chat, Aura Plays, and also Brucey and Sega, aka the McChicken, actually. I know, yes. I confirm that Brucey and Sega, once again, is the McChicken, once again, as always. But yeah, for those of you watching our YouTube channel so far, what's up to the first few people in there? And for those of you watching on our Twitch channel as well, twitch.tv/Logan456. What's up to some of you who are watching on there too? And of course, if you guys are excited about today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup, make sure you guys have a show support down below and not waste any time by, of course, giving this stream a thumbs up if you guys are ready for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And if you're brand new to our YouTube channel and also on our Twitch channel as well, make sure you guys again subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you guys also follow our Twitch channel for more upcoming episodes of Nintendo News Roundup every single Friday, and also more Nintendo content that you guys will definitely not want to miss out in the future either. And right after the stream wraps up, we're going to be doing the next episode of our DK Lane Trilogy series with beginning DK Lane 3 right after the stream wraps up at 10:30 AM Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys ever do stay tuned for that, and make sure y'all come back for that stream right after this one wraps up, where we're going to be doing the final game in the DK Lane Trilogy series. And then later on tonight at 4 PM Eastern Standard Time, well, of course the time could change possibly, but later on tonight at 4 PM Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be doing another game night stream where we're going to be playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with you all. Later on tonight at 4 PM Eastern and 1 PM Pacific Time, so make sure you guys also do stay tuned for that as well later on today. Plus, if you guys are not yet subscribed to the Nintendo Lone Eclipse channel, as well as Logan's Pokemon TV series review, and the Ultra Joy-Con game channel, all of those channel links will be in the description below, in case you guys are not yet subscribed to those channels yet. As well as getting some info on how to join our Discord server. If you want to be a part of our amazing Discord community, and want to be become an official member on there, and be able to try to interact with your boy, next time in the near future, especially behind the scenes as well. But as always, tell you guys, and none of you guys are not doing that stuff, but of course, do not do the most important thing by hitting up that like button. You guys already know, Reggie Vizme is of course going to come out here and tell you all what's wrong with you. And some of y'all do not do any of that follow stuff that I mentioned to you guys and whatnot. But anyway, so without any further ado, we're not going to waste any more of you guys' time, and we're going to get straight into all these news topics that we got for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And man, like I said, there was quite a lot of news that came out this week, especially the biggest one of them all, and that's one we're going to get into our first news item with the stream. The Nintendo Switch 2. After all of the leaks, all of the rumors, all of the speculation, Nintendo Switch 2 has been officially confirmed from Nintendo, thanks to an official reveal trailer that we recently just got yesterday, actually. And I really still wish that they would have actually let us know about this ahead of time. But I can kind of see why they actually did this, kind of shadow drop the Switch 2 reveal trailer. Because after all those leaks and rumors have been coming out for the Switch 2, especially with the leaked pictures, Nintendo was pretty furious about all those different leakers leaking out the Switch 2 way in advance before Nintendo was actually going to make the reveal on the Switch 2. And it's still funny how, back in the day, I know we've been hearing these different leaks and rumors about the Switch 2, especially with all these different other YouTubers that have been, covering all the leaks and rumors. I didn't really have my doubts about this, but it's still awesome to see that Nintendo has finally revealed what the Switch 2 looks like and whatnot. And I believe they already did tease us with one of the games that we could expect for the Switch 2, which we're going to get into that in a little bit here. After we get into this article from NintendoEverything.com, and it's the information we have for what you guys are seeing on the screen right now with the Switch 2 reveal trailer. And it says, and I quote, Nintendo has finally made an official announcement regarding its next gaming system, the Switch 2, and it's confirmed to launch later in 2025. a first tease was posted in a video today, well, yesterday actually, by the time we're recording this. We don't see much other than the system itself and Mario Kart. However, a Nintendo Direct is confirmed to be happening on April 2nd, 2025. Nintendo was previously rumored to be unveiling the new console this week. The company hadn't said much about it, other than the fact that it will be making an announcement by the end of the fiscal year. It'll feature backwards compatibility with the current Switch. Much of what has been rumored is now confirmed from yesterday's video. Fans are previously able to get a look at the system though through various leaks, including the updated Joy-Cons. And so yeah, everything that we see from this reveal trailer, I am really surprised. It was actually like lining up with all the different leaks and rumors, especially with the pictures of the Switch 2 way before it was actually revealed. Which I really kind of do wish we kind of would have shown them here, but of course, so those Nintendo Ninjas, they do not play around actually, so that's why we didn't really cover any of the Switch 2 leaks and all that. But on this end we have with the Switch 2, like with the design of like the actual system and like actually the dock as well. I really do like it actually. Even though a lot of people, what I've been hearing on the internet, saying that they're not really a big fan of like the design overall, and I mean, you know, it is a teaser trailer overall, and it's probably noticed, it's like like from what I kind of noticed, the trailer was kind of like a CGI actually, so it really isn't the actual official product that we're actually gonna have in our hands and whatnot. But I have a funny story to tell you all. So basically, when the Switch 2 first got revealed, I woke up yesterday morning. I look at my phone to look at Twitter notifications because I got a few Twitter notifications on my phone. When I saw the text, Nintendo Switch 2 officially unveiled along with the brand new Mario Kart game, I legit dropped my phone and I literally jumped off of my bed screaming because I did not even think that Nintendo was going to reveal the Switch 2 this week, especially on the actual day that DK Country Returns HD was going to release as well. Which is even crazier too, how they like Nintendo just knew that fans were not gonna care about DK Country Returns HD. So this is only, you know what? Let's get the fans what they want. Most importantly, let's reveal the Switch 2 and finally give the people what they've wanted for like months and months and months, honestly. But yeah, really super excited about the Switch 2. Finally get it officially confirmed, and I am so hoping, fingers crossed, when pre-orders go over this thing, hopefully I can actually pre-order one for myself, because we're going to be doing a bunch of Switch 2 content on this channel once the console gets released, and when we get to actually find out about our first party Switch 2 lineup, and whatever kind of other games we possibly might get for the Switch 2 when it officially launches. But yeah, that's not the only piece of Switch 2 news that we have actually. We also have the official website for the Nintendo Switch 2, which I really thought I had it actually, but I think I had to actually do this live actually, try to find the Switch 2 website. Because there's a lot more info about the Switch 2 with like the Switch 2 Direct, and also there's a preview event that's going to be going on as well. That if you live in any of these specific areas we're going to be talking about here or mentioning, you will be able to actually have a chance to actually play the Switch 2 in the near future actually. So as you're going to see right here, this is the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, and as it was an update from Nintendo, which pretty much, first of all, let me go and just to make sure, select my region, United States, and of course, if you click on right here, this is where you can actually watch the, pretty much watch the trailer that we just showed off, which we're not really going to be playing that. So I do skip all that and watch the video for yourself. Then you get of course you get into this right here, where it actually shows up the picture of the Switch 2 right there. Still looking at the side, it looks clean, man. And it says releasing in 2025. And right here, it gives us a little bit of a video and a bit of an FMV actually of the Switch 2 in action and whatnot. So there we got the Joy-Cons detaching and all that. Man, look at that force in that right there with the magnets. Man, that's amazing. And let's just know the durability is a lot better than the current Switch actually. Then right here, just like they also said in the video, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games, as well as Switch 1 games on Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. Keep that in mind. Details will be shared on the Nintendo website at a later date. Nintendo Switch Online members can continue using the service on Nintendo Switch 2. So yeah, if you have a current Nintendo Switch Online application, then it looks like you will still be able to play Nintendo Switch Online on the Switch 2 once again. I just really am wondering what the how the Switch 1 games are going to run on Switch 2 with the, the backwards compatibility. Because we have absolutely no idea what the, if it's going to be like an upgrade from like, the resolution and the frame rate for some of these Switch 1 games, or we'll never have to see about that. And then right here, Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Switch 2, happened on April 2nd, 2025. Stay tuned for a closer look at a Nintendo Direct presentation on April 2nd, 2025. Which of course, if we go right here, they give us more details about this. Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Switch 2, on April 2nd, 2025, will air on Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025, like we just mentioned. Offering a closer look at Nintendo Switch 2, the successor to Nintendo Switch, releasing in 2025. The broadcast time will be announced on this website and our social media accounts at a later date. So yeah, whenever we do get the official announcement for the Switch 2 Direct, we of course will report on it in a later episode of Nintendo News Roundup in the future, leading up to, of course, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, which I'm really super excited about the first set of games that we're going to be getting for the Switch 2 during this Switch 2 Direct. Mario Kart is obviously the only one that we know about so far, but the rest of them is kind of up in the air, and we'll have to wait and see about that. And then we have a Nintendo Switch 2 experience where we'll be able to go hands-on with the Nintendo Switch 2 pretty much early by the time whenever the Switch 2 actually does officially launch. So New York, the guys are trying to sell in New York from April 4th to April 6th, and in Los Angeles from April 11th to April 13th, and the Dallas, Texas area from April 25th to April 27th. And there's of course more information about the Switch 2 experience stuff. Experience it firsthand. Get hands-on with Nintendo Switch 2, the successor to the Nintendo Switch system, at events in New York, Los Angeles, and Dallas. And ticket registration actually begins today at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, and 2 p.m. Central Time. So make sure guys do keep your eyes out for when tickets go live to experience the Nintendo Switch 2 for the very first time ever. Again, in New York, Los Angeles, and the Dallas, Texas area. And it looks like this only does those areas only. So here's the ticket information. You guys will definitely want to pay attention to this in case you guys are planning on getting tickets for this event later on. Tickets will be made available through a free-to-enter, randomly selected drawing. Register during the registration period for a chance to attend. Registration is open from January 17th at 12 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until January 26th at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or local time for each event location. Registrations will be notified of the drawing results soon after. A free Nintendo account is required to enter. The events in New York, Los Angeles, and Dallas are open to U.S. residents only. And we already kind of went over the different locations on when you can, where exactly the Switch 2 experience is actually going to be taking place and all that. So yeah, once again, really cool that Nintendo's doing this. And we kind of already seen Nintendo do this before with the Switch 1. Where they pretty much had that Switch 1 presentation back in January of 2017. Which, by the way, that presentation is 8 years old, man. That is insane, man. But, I mean, looks like Nintendo's pretty much doing the same thing they did with the Switch 1. Have the Switch 1 presentation, and then have like a hands-on event with the Switch 1. Then we're doing the same thing here for Switch 2. We're going to have a Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2, revealing the first set of games for the Switch 2. And then the day afterwards, and for the next few weeks after that, you will be able to actually try out these, the Switch 2 and actually try out some of these games that possibly could get revealed in this Switch 2 Direct. So yeah, there you guys go. That's all the info that we have for the Switch 2 with, of course, the actual console itself with the reveal, and also with their website and the Switch 2 experience. So what do you guys think about everything that we discussed in terms of the Switch 2 with the reveal and all the other events that are going to be going on for the Switch 2 in the next few months? Of course, if you guys have any thoughts about this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear what you guys have to say about all this crazy and huge Switch 2 information and confirmation once again. But that's not the only piece of Switch 2 information that we have here. We have yet another one for you guys, and this is specifically for the Mario Kart reveal, actually. As it has been reported and actually discovered, there is actually a brand new design for mainly Donkey Kong. And as you guys see right here, this is one of the official screenshots from the trailer showing DK's design for the new Mario Kart game on Switch 2. And it's apparently DK's design from the Mario movie, actually. Which I did not expect Nintendo, actually, to ever go back to use the DK design that they actually used specifically for the Mario movie. And actually for the very first time in an actual Nintendo game, actually. And And I'm really surprised that the new Mario Kart on Switch 2 is pretty much the first game that's going to use, well, the first official game away from the Mario movie that's going to use this DK design once again. So once again, this information is coming from NintendoEverything.com, and this is the information that we have for this year. So it says, and I quote, if you check out the just released announcement trailer for Nintendo Switch 2, you may have noticed something interesting about the Mario Kart game shown. There is an updated design for Donkey Kong, and it seems pretty similar to his look in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Just one game was shown alongside the reveal of the hardware. That was indeed Mario Kart. And given how it's the best-selling title on the current Nintendo Switch by far, that probably makes sense. Only a few seconds later of gameplay were shown of the new Mario Kart. All of the fan favorites are returning, including Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Waluigi. It's Donkey Kong who sticks out though, as his design is the one that appears to have changed the most. You can see him on the far right in the image that we're actually showing you guys right now. Something else was shown in the video that it also appears. There's also 24 players this summer out. That will be the most in the series by far. And yeah, that would be pretty crazy if like this would be the first official Mario Kart game where you can actually play, you know, up to 24 players. I mean, we kind of already seen that already before. And it's all day some Mario Party Jamboree playing a Koopalathon with you know, 20 players and all that. So we get this. So if we get the same treatment for the new Mario Kart game on Switch 2, that is going to be absolute insanity, man. If you haven't missed it, okay. Oh, they're just talking about the Switch 2 reveal once again. So yeah, once again, pretty interesting stuff that people actually uncovered in the little new Mario Kart segment during the Switch 2 reveal. The fact that once again, we're probably going to be able to play this new Mario Kart game on Switch 2 with 24 players, and especially DK getting his brand new design from the Mario movie carried over to this brand new Mario Kart game with this very awesome. Really love to see brand new DK design a lot more ever since it was first introduced in the Mario movie, and there's been lots of speculation about. There's been, of course, a lot of speculation out there about them saying if this is the actual design that Nintendo's going to be going with for DK in like future Mario and DK games. That will be actually pretty interesting. Nintendo actually keeps this DK design going for, once again, future Mario titles and future DK titles, depending on what kind of games the DK appears in. And who knows, if the next Smash Bros. Game is announced for Switch 2, could they possibly use this brand new DK design in the next Smash Bros. Game, possibly? Time will definitely tell. We'll definitely have to see about that. But that would definitely be awesome if they did that. But yeah, what do you guys think about all the speculation and all the stuff that's been discovered with the new Mario Kart game on Nintendo Switch 2, with DK's brand new design, and also possibly being able to play up to 24 players in the brand new Mario Kart game on Switch 2? Of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. Alright, the next piece of Nintendo Switch 2 news that we have, and this is so far just a rumor, so definitely do take this in a huge truckload of salt because we have absolutely no idea if this actually would happen. Apparently, there is a rumor, and this actually did happen a few days before the Switch 2 officially just got revealed. There was a report from Bloomberg. Well, yeah, we'll actually get into that. Well, actually, there was another news on that we have for Switch 2, but we'll actually get into that in a second. But there was a rumor, again, take this in a huge truckload of salt. Xbox is planning to bring some big Nintendo Switch 2 support with Halo, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and more Xbox exclusive games onto Nintendo Switch 2, which, as we all know, if you guys have been keeping up with the news, there was apparently a Microsoft Xbox event. I'm not sure what kind of, I forgot what kind of Xbox event it is, but you guys probably might know if you guys have been keeping up with the news about it lately. But if this actually does happen with Halo and also Microsoft Flight Simulator and more Xbox exclusive games coming to Switch 2, like I said, the third-party support is about to be insane, man, if this actually does happen. So this information is coming from, once again, NintendoEverything.com, and it's the information that we have for this right here. And it says, and I quote, rumor has it that Xbox is gearing up for a significant amount of Nintendo Switch support, including its top-tier franchises like Halo. Nate Drake weighed in on what to expect during a new episode of the Nate the Hate podcast. It's claimed that at some point, we'll be seeing Halo the Master Chief Collection, as well as Microsoft Flight Simulator on the new Nintendo console, as well as PS5. Halo the Master Chief Collection is not a new package as it first debuted nearly a decade ago, but it's a big release containing campaigns for Halo Reach, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3, ODST campaign and Halo 4. There was also a huge multiplayer component with various modes, game types, and over 120 maps in general. And it sounds like there will be a good amount of Microsoft support going forward for the new system. Nate Drake says that the company will be posting and patching the current Switch lineup. Grounded, Pentiment, and Ori games, which were previously associated with Xbox and are already on the current Nintendo Switch. However, it looks like they'll be on Nintendo Switch 2 with 4K support. I am hoping that actually does happen, that Switch 2 is going to have 4K resolution on the Switch 2. Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush could be possible as well. They're already on PS5, so Nintendo Switch 2 versions make sense. Xbox is also rumored to be coming out with a new version of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Nate Drake also believes that it'll be a multi-platform release as well, but did not mention Nintendo Switch 2 specifically. So yeah, pretty crazy stuff with Microsoft and Xbox having huge support for the Nintendo Switch 2. But of course, so far, like I said, this all so far is pretty much a rumor. So David do take this once again with a huge truckload of salt because we have absolutely no idea if this actually is going to be officially happening. But yeah, a lot of Microsoft and Xbox games are going to be once again coming to the Switch 2. Halo Master Chief Collection, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and apparently Elder Scrolls 4 that is apparently going to be coming out for Xbox pretty soon. It might also be coming to the Switch 2 actually. Well, that's kind of my thing actually. If this actually does end up happening, and especially with what we just described right there, Daisy Summer right there. Really can't pronounce the name right there. But here's my thing now. They ain't really, with the third-party support on Switch 2, hoping it's D&D with, a lot of these games that are going to be on PS5 and also Xbox. Made them D&D with the Switch 2 instead of, bring these games over to Xbox and PlayStation, when during the first year it comes out. And then have it, a year or two later, or years later for these games to come over to the Switch 2. But it does look like what we've been hearing so far. It definitely does look like third-party games possibly so far, especially with brand new ones going to be coming out, not only in 2025, but also in the near future. Could be making our way to Switch 2, D&D, with PlayStation and Xbox, which I'm hoping that does happen, if all this does add up. But yeah, what do you guys think about all these different Xbox games coming to Switch 2, what we've been hearing from the rumors so far from Nate Drake? Once again, it is a rumor, and I keep stressing, take it with a huge grain of salt once again, because we have no official confirmation on this yet. We'll have to wait to see if any of this will actually happen in the future. So of course, if you guys have any thoughts about this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts about this once again. But alright, the last piece of Nintendo Switch 2 news that we have, I don't know, a lot of Switch 2 stuff. This is like a Nintendo Switch 2 episode on Nintendo News Roundup. There was apparently a report from Bloomberg giving us a bit of insight on the shipment numbers for Nintendo Switch 2 when it actually launches. And this is actually some pretty great news, actually, in terms of the shipment numbers for the Switch 2 when it actually first releases. So this information is coming from NintendoEverything.com, and this is the information that we have for this right here. And it says, and I quote, "A new report from Bloomberg may give us insight into the shipment numbers for Nintendo Switch 2 and what it could mean for launch. The publication has information from Ramen Zhu and analysts at Sanford C. Bernstein ahead of today's announcement, and was claiming that Nintendo have prepared a supply chain network that will allow Nintendo to sell over 20 million units in its first year for Switch 2. But that's actually some really great news. Once again, for a lot of people that want to go out there and try to get a Nintendo Switch 2 day one, especially when pre-orders go live for this. How does that stack up with the previous Nintendo Switch? That system sold around 15 million units in its first 4 quarters, Bloomberg reports. One of the most important aspects of a new hardware launch is supply. If demand outpaces supply by a significant margin, that could be a problem. However, it looks like Nintendo will be looking to avoid that scenario. During the COVID pandemic, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X arrived. There were supply issues during their launches due to a lack of parts. Even the current Nintendo Switch experienced supply issues at the time. Man, I definitely do remember that to this very day. But yeah, like I said, pretty great news once again for those of you who, like I said, want to try to get a Nintendo Switch 2 day one. So once again, apparently, according to Bloomberg, 20 million Nintendo Switch units when it officially launches, whenever it does. That could be a pretty big amount of Switch 2s that could be on store shelves day one, and especially during the first few months of the Nintendo Switch 2 when it first launches. And I am so hoping, fingers crossed, I'm able to get a Switch 2 day one. Because man, I really want to do Switch 2 content for you guys when the system launches. Well, I do like I'll have a unboxing of the Switch 2. Look at all the different features. Well, man, we're gonna be stacked with Switch 2 content, and I am super excited about it once again. But hopefully, fingers crossed, that I'm gonna be able to get a pre-order for this Switch 2 when our pre-orders officially go up for this. But yeah, but what do you guys think about this Bloomberg report reporting about Nintendo Switch 2 shipping out about 20 million units when it first launches, whenever it does? Of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And alright, the next news item, we're going to wait for Switch 2 and going back to the Switch 1 actually. Because as many of us know, now that the Nintendo Switch 2 has been officially revealed, when else can we expect for the final months, or final times, however long it is, for Nintendo to support Switch 1, especially with an upcoming possible final Switch 1 Direct for the Nintendo Switch 1. Well, apparently it looks like there is yet another rumor about a possible Nintendo Switch 1 Direct in February, actually, with this, actually pretty soon, once again, by the time we're recording this. And this information is coming from MyNintendoNews.com, and this is the information we have for, this rumor about a possible Switch 1 Direct happening in February once again. And it says, and I quote, "Now that the Nintendo Switch 2 has been revealed, rumors and leaks in general should be calming down. However, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to go away completely. One thing that stood out in the Switch 2 reveal trailer is that there are 2.5 months before Nintendo Switch 2 Direct will happen. So what is Nintendo going to do in the meantime? Well, if insiders end up being right again, we may have an answer. You see, in the same podcast episode that Nate DeHay revealed his info on the Switch 2 reveal trailer date, he also said that a Nintendo Direct is focused on Switch 1 games will be coming in February. Since then, Brazilian journalist Pedro Henrique Lutilipe, I'm not sure how you say any of that, I'm sorry if I butchered it once again, has now said in a Family Boys post that, quote, "The February Direct is just around the corner. There is also more than likely going to be a Pokemon Presents presentation, which we're going to get into that in a second, in the same month. So it's possible that Nintendo decided to wait until April for the Switch 2 Direct, because they have other presentations to do first. Perhaps the Switch 1 Nintendo Direct and a Pokemon Presents will make the wait for April a little easier." So yeah, and that's going to make sense for Nintendo to actually have a Switch 1 Direct, to kind of highlight the last few Switch 1 games before Nintendo then migrates over to making some announcements with Switch 2. So, having a Direct in February for the Switch 1, and possibly the final one for the current Switch before the Switch 2, definitely makes a ton of sense, and especially with the Pokemon Presents presentation. Now, a Pokemon Presents presentation isn't not a big shocker. We're gonna get a Pokemon Presents in February, which again, we're gonna talk about that in just a minute here. But time will tell once again if we actually do get a Switch 1 Direct in February to kind of give us a little bit of a look ahead about what we can expect for Switch 1 for like the final time in 2025, and especially before the Switch 2 and the Switch 2 Direct actually does happen in April. Well, yeah, but what do you guys think about this this possible rumor? And again, take it with a huge grain of salt. A possible Switch 1 Direct happening sometime in February. And once again, if you guys have any thoughts about this, and if you guys think it's going to happen, let me know your thoughts again in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And once again, it'll make a ton of sense once again to kind of highlight and say farewell to the Switch 1. Like I keep saying before we migrate over to the Switch 2 once again. Well, like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below once again. What do you guys think about this? But going off what the news article said about this, and what we just kind of mentioned about this, about a possible Pokemon Presents presentation, which obviously we already know without a doubt the Pokemon Company is ever going to hold a Pokemon Presents presentation sometime in February, because they always do that. So it's not going to be a huge surprise if they actually do drop on in February, especially right before Pokemon Day. So once again, this information is coming from MyNintendoNews.com, and this is the information that we have for this possible Pokemon Presents presentation coming up here pretty soon. And it says, and I quote, "Journalist Jeff Grubb has spoken about the next Pokemon Direct presentation, which is going to be announced by the folks at the Pokemon Company. Grubb claims that the new Pokemon games will be showcased, including Pokemon Legends ZA, which, man, I am so hoping we finally get to see what Pokemon Legends ZA looks like. Because, man, I'm really excited about that. Were developed for the original Switch, rather than its soon-to-be announced successor, the Nintendo Switch 2. The new Pokemon games will obviously work on the next console, but they have been created from the ground up for the original Nintendo Switch system. Once you hear a firm date for the next Pokemon Presents presentation, we'll let you know. And apparently this is what Jeff Grubb had to say about this here. So I quote, I did hear that everything in that Pokemon Direct will be positioned as these games are Switch 1 games. They will work on Switch 2, but it'll not be anything that is obviously made for Switch 2. So yeah, it does kind of look like that little piece of information right there is important. But what Jeff Grubb is saying, the games that we could possibly get in this brand new upcoming Pokemon Presents presentation are only going to be for the Switch 1, but obviously they won't work on Switch 2 because Nintendo just confirmed in that Switch 2 reveal that Switch 1 games are going to be backwards compatible with Switch 2. So no matter what, even if we don't get Switch 2 versions of any of these Pokemon games that are going to be in this Pokemon Presents presentation, at least we'll be able to do backwards compatibility with on the Switch 2 once again. And there is still lots of speculation about Pokemon Legends EA being a cross-platform game with it being on Switch 1 and then also on Switch 2 as well. But again, time will tell when we get this Pokemon Presents presentation, which should be happening once again pretty soon here in February once again. But yeah, but what do you guys think about all this information that was shared about a possible Pokemon Presents presentation in February? And do you guys think we're going to finally get some info on a Pokemon Legends EA, which hopefully does happen because it is definitely time. Definitely time for a Pokemon company to finally give us more info on Legends EA. So, of course, if you guys have thoughts about all this information, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And alright, next news item. We got some more big news regarding the Nintendo Switch 1. Well, the current Switch that we're playing right now until the Switch 2. We have the brand new sales numbers for Famitsu for the Nintendo Switch 1. In pretty much Japan, actually, with the hardware and software sales for the Switch 1 in Japan. And this, once again, is coming from MyNintendoNews.com, and this is the information that we have for this year. So it says, and I quote, official Japanese video game hardware and software sales tracker Famitsu has published this recent report revealing that Nintendo has now shifted over 35 million Nintendo Switch consoles in the land of the rising sun since the original launch in March of 2017. Famitsu also revealed that the entry in Super Mario Party Jamboree has now exceeded over 1 million units since it launched in October. So yeah, pretty good news right there for the Nintendo Switch 1 in Japan, and especially for Famitsu. Over 35 million Nintendo Switch consoles have been pretty much sold over in Japan since March of 2017. And it's really good to see that once again, Mario Party Jamboree, one of the greatest Mario Party games of all time, finally exceeding over the 1 million unit mark ever since it launched back in October of 2024. So good news right there for Nintendo still. And we're never going to see how the Switch 1 with the final sales numbers. I don't know how it's actually going to do until the Switch 2 actually comes out. Which I mean, I don't know how the Switch 1 is going to do when the Switch 2 comes out, but we'll never have to see if any of the numbers keep on multiplying when the Switch 1 is going to have some big competition when that Switch 2 officially launches, whenever it does. So yeah, what do you guys think about all the different sales, like the Nintendo Switch selling over 35 million units since March of 2017 in Japan, according to Famitsu, and especially with Mario Party Jamboree now exceeding the 1 million mark. If you guys have thoughts about any of that, let me know your thoughts again in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on what do you guys think about this here. And alright, the next news item. We still have a lot of news to go over once again. We have some Wii U news actually. I know, we are definitely talking about the Wii U once again in 2025. As apparently it looks like, ever since last year when people were using Pretendo to play a lot of these Wii U and 3DS games online, ever since Nintendo discontinued the Wii U and 3DS online service back in April of last year, and ever since online, Nintendo has actually came out with an official statement about people using Pretendo to play a lot of these Wii U games still online, even though once again the online service of the Wii U and 3DS officially shut down once again. So this information is once again coming from NintendoEverything.com, and this is the information we have for this. And it says, and I quote, a statement was posted on social media in which Nintendo is cautioning fans against using unauthorized services. Specifics weren't shared, but the company acknowledged that there are ways to continue playing Wii U games online. Nintendo claims that using these services may pose unexpected security risks. Online support for Wii U as well as 3DS was discontinued last April, but there are always ways to circumvent that. The open source project Pretendo was previously established for this very reason, offering online functionality via custom servers and clean room reverse engineering. Users need to hack their device in order to use the service. Nintendo's full statement reads, and I quote, "We have confirmed that the existence of unauthorized services that replace functions such as online play for the Wii U, which ended service on April 9th, 2024. Please refrain from using such services as it may pose unexpected security risks." Nintendo's post does come at an interesting time. Pretendo, which is the biggest option when it comes to replacing online play for Wii U and 3DS, is far from new. It's been known since the official shutdown last year. It's anyone's guess why the company decided to share the statement now. Yeah, honestly, no, it does feel pretty weird that Nintendo's coming out and making this statement, because people have been using Pretendo for like almost a year now. I don't even know why it took Nintendo over a year, or almost a year, for them to finally come out and say that if you use Pretendo or any of these different networks or whatever, or if you hack your Wii U to try out Pretendo or whatever the case might be about this, then Nintendo's like already warning people about having unexpected security risks, and need to hack well, whatever they said here about this, but most importantly, may pose unexpected security risks. I don't think anybody's experienced that so far, from what I've noticed, but if that actually does happen, then Nintendo is giving you guys a warning if anybody does experience any of this, especially if you use Pretendo. But yeah, it's still pretty interesting what Nintendo said about this, but it's pretty weird how Nintendo made the statement, and it's even funny because it was made like they literally just tweeted that out on their Twitter and actually announced it a day or two right before the Switch 2 got revealed as well. So it's like they had to get that out of the way before people get their eyes focused on the Switch 2, which is still actually pretty funny to this day. But what do you guys think about what Nintendo had to say about high-risk security stuff for the Wii U online services, especially mainly with people using Pretendo on their Wii U once again to play, Wii U games still online. Of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. But the next news item that we have at the stream, and this is actually some really interesting information, and I know a lot of us really didn't know about this until, and as it's just been mentioned here, apparently it has just been revealed that Nintendo was originally, right before the Switch Online service has became a thing, they were originally going to have virtual console games on the Nintendo Switch, actually, which we kind of sort of got that on the Switch with the Switch Online, but it really isn't really the same as like virtual console games. Then we have experience on the Wii U, and the 3DS. So it is very interesting how Nintendo was originally going to have virtual console games on pretty much the Switch. But this information is coming from MyNintendoNews.com, and this is the information that we have for this here. So it says, and I quote, "For once, there has been a leak of rumor that has absolutely nothing to do with Nintendo's next video game console, aka the Switch 2. In fact, it is related to their current video game console, and it's something that Nintendo has planned to have on the Switch when the console was still in active development and hadn't been revealed as of yet. You see, there was a leak of IQ emails that happened not that long ago, and a reliable data miner and leaker named Luigi Blood recently examined them. They discovered that, at one point, Nintendo was planning to bring back the virtual console for the Switch. The project, which began in 2015, was codenamed Clipper. M2, Nerd, and IQ was also involved with the project. IQ, in particular, is interesting because this wasn't the first time Nintendo collaborated with them. It was noted by Luigi Blood that IQ was previously working on a GameCube emulator for the Wii U in 2013 that would never release. In the Switch Virtual Console, there would have been a feature where a CRT mode was turned on. Players would see an animation and a CRT TV turns on. NES and SNES games wouldn't even have that TV noise and the sound of the power button for each respective console. NES games, including Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 3, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, Mega Man 4, and Mega Man 5, Mega Man 6, and more were tested. There was also some testing for slow, normal, and fast game speeds. The Nintendo Switch's Virtual Console would have also featured online net play. A mode between up to 4 players was considered, where a countdown would appear every 30 seconds. The player's controls would automatically shuffle. Emojis and pre-made messages, such as thanks, sorry, please, and see ya, were also planned. Ultimately, the project was scrapped in favor of Nintendo Switch Online, which is codenamed L Classics. By May 2017, discussion about the Clipper project and Switch Virtual Console and emails had stopped. Nerd would later explain in conversations with IQ that the project was too costly due to extensive testing on each emulator being needed, and Nintendo was seeking consideration of feedback for players that were angry that the games on Wii U's Virtual Console were not available on launch, and in some cases, they had to buy the games again. When Nintendo Switch Online, Nintendo intended that this would be a solution to both problems. It wasn't as costly, and they couldn't make this a long-term solution where players didn't have to purchase these games multiple times. But the news from that Nintendo Switch Online will be available on their next console. It seems that Nintendo is sticking with the plan and taking it seriously. So yeah, I really didn't know about this actually. And I know a lot of people were speculating, like, even like back in the day, way before the Switch was even revealed, if like, and the Switch actually was going to have Virtual Console games. But like I said, with the Switch Online, it sort of feels like that a little bit, but I don't know, it really doesn't. I know a lot of people would agree on this. It really doesn't feel like the Virtual Console that we know from the Wii U and 3DS and also the Wii. But very interesting that Nintendo had originally had this in development, but then pretty much scrapped it for Nintendo Switch Online once again. I would have been very curious to know how Virtual Console games would have worked on the Switch, but we all can hope and dream about that one day, but it's probably unfortunately never going to happen once again. But yeah, but what do you guys think about Virtual Console games being in development and that were originally in development, but then scrapped on the Switch One? And if you guys have any thoughts about it once again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright guys, we only have a few more news items left for the stream. I know, this is going to be a pretty long episode on Nintendo News Roundup. But the next news item is, and this is definitely not a big surprise for any of you guys, we do have another brand new game that's just been revealed and pretty much released on the Nintendo Music app. And if you all wonder what the game is this time around, make sure you guys are ready for this. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker is the brand new game added to Nintendo Music. So, well, not Zelda Wind Waker HD like we're showing right now. It's the original one on the GameCube actually. I mean, Zelda Wind Waker HD is pretty much the same thing, but so right now on Nintendo Music, if you guys want to check out any soundtracks from Zelda Wind Waker, make sure you guys download once again the Nintendo Music app to listen to any of the soundtracks from once again Zelda Wind Waker. And every time I mention Zelda Wind Waker, I seriously want to do a playthrough on this because I only played a slight little bit of this on the Wii U with the HD version, but I've only barely even played this, and hopefully sometime in the future that I will actually be able to play Wind Waker for you guys on this channel. And who even knows if Wind Waker and Twilight Princess could come to the Switch actually. Which Nintendo, please, I am begging you, please bring Zelda Wind Waker and Twilight Princess to either the Switch 1 or the Switch 2. Well, mainly the Switch 1 before, Switch 2 comes out. But I just don't know, if Zelda Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD do come to the Switch 1, obviously we'll be still playing it on our Switch 2 with backwards compatibility. But that's only off topic, but once again, what do you guys think about Zelda Wind Waker being the next game being added to Nintendo Music? If you guys have once again any thoughts about this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts about what do you guys think about Zelda Wind Waker being the next game added to Nintendo Music. And alright, next news item. Right before, once again, like I keep saying, right before Nintendo made that Switch 2 announcement, and when we didn't know that Switch 2 was going to get revealed this week, it was pretty much on Tuesday, actually. Nintendo made an announcement when a lot of people thought that was going to be a Switch 2 announcement. Apparently, it looks like there was some more big news regarding Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo, with pretty much being a time exclusive once again. As we do have a brand new update about it, actually, that Nintendo pretty much announced, actually. And this, once again, is coming from NintendoEverything.com, and this is the information that we have for this news topic. And it says, and I quote, "We're one step closer to the official release date when Nintendo now saying it's due out in March 2025, and this is pretty much for Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo, which applies to both North America and Europe. You will not need a Nintendo Switch Online membership. Note that an exact date in March was not provided." So yeah, this is originally like the case with Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo when it originally came out, where you needed to actually have an active Nintendo Switch Online membership account in order to actually get the Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo from pretty much the Nintendo Store in either New York or the or I think it was it was either Nintendo Store online or the Nintendo New York store. But no, it looks like good news for a lot of you guys who want the Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo. As of March of 2025, well, we don't know when exactly in March of 2025, you won't be able to get the Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo at major retailers, and you do not need a Nintendo Switch Online membership to actually get this. So good news once again about this, about Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo, releasing very soon for major retailers, if you guys want to get your hands on this. So yeah, what do you guys think about this news about Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo finally not being a ton exclusive when it comes, when it officially gets released at other major retailers in March of 2025? Of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright, the next news item, and these next couple of news items are related to Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, because the game just officially released as of yesterday. Which, by the way, if you guys have not checked out our first episode of DK Country Returns HD yet on this channel, about their YouTube and Twitch channels, highly recommend you guys that we do that, in case you guys want to see us play DKC Returns HD for the very first time ever. But one very interesting tidbit about this, in terms of the credits actually, for DK Country Returns HD, apparently the original development studio, Retro Studios, is unfortunately not even in the nowhere noticed in the credits in the DKC Returns HD. Which is kind of odd that once again Nintendo took an L in that again and didn't really credit the original development studio for another one of these remakes. So this information is coming from MyNintendoNews.com, and this is the information that we have for this. And it says, and I quote, Nintendo has removed individual Retro Studios employee names in the end of the credits in the now released Nintendo Switch version of Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. The end credits for Donkey Kong Country Returns HD now simply say, quote, based on the original work of the original development staff, and accredit the current team at Forever Entertainment, which that's apparently the the porting studio that ported over and pretty much remade DKC Returns HD on the Switch. A similar thing happened to former Retro Studios employees and Metroid Prime Remastered for the Nintendo Switch, in which the original Retro Studios development team's names were omitted from the end credits, and you can pretty much read all that information on the actual article. So yeah, I really don't know why they did this once again, not crediting the original development studio, Retro Studios, for DKC Returns HD, but pretty much only credited the people that actually made the HD remake of this game. Pretty odd once again, but I know, I just kind of wanted to let you guys know about that. In case you guys did not even notice or didn't even hear what happens in the end credits of DKC Returns HD on the Switch once again. But yeah, but what do you guys think about Retro Studios not appearing in the end credits of DKC Returns HD? Of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd actually love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright, going off more news of DKC Returns HD on the Nintendo Switch, we now have the Metacritic review score for DKC Returns HD on the Nintendo Switch. And if you guys are wondering what the review score is for DKC Returns HD on the Switch, it is now sitting out on Metacritic, 78 on Metacritic, which is not that bad actually. Not that bad for DKC Returns HD. I mean, obviously, I can definitely see why this is the case because, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, DKC Returns, even on the Wii, even like on the Wii and the 3DS, it was still a really dope game, but this is like the third time they re-released this game on a Nintendo platform. First it was on the Wii, then they re-released it on the 3DS, and then they re-released it now on the Switch once again. So this is like 3 times they re-released this game, and I bet when I heard there were pretty much some downgrades, like a slight little bit of downgrades when it came to the graphics and like some of the details and DKC Returns HD. But I mean, I'm still really enjoying the game overall. But honestly, for me, quality and resolution and frame rates and all that really don't matter to me. It's overall just a gameplay that is all that matters to me. Not really about the graphics and the resolution and the frame rate. Again, it's more the overall gameplay for me actually that you know, is more important for me actually, and I know for a lot of us here as well. But once again, to let you guys know, on Metacritic, DKC Returns HD is in at a 78 on Metacritic. So what do you guys think about that once again? And again, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright, Finally, the final news item that we have with the stream, and it's something that happened during the beginning of the week. We got the official Splatfest results for the Splatoon 3 Varsity Fest Splatfest that happened pretty much last weekend, which was that's another thing we did stream last week for you guys, which I highly recommend you guys if you go check that out if you guys haven't already. So we now have the official results for the Frosty Fest 2025 Splatfest for Splatoon 3, and this is the official tweet from the official Splatoon North America Twitter account, and it says, and I quote, "The Frosty Fest results are in, and Team Presence are around to 485-point win. Big thanks to everyone who participated, and as always, don't forget to claim those Super C snails." So yeah, here's the images. The overall Splatfest results. So, congrats once again to Team Presence for winning the Frosty Fest 2025 Splatfest on Splatoon 3. And then look at the overall results right there. Team Money and Team whatever this was right here. I think it was like Moments or whatever. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Memories actually, that's what it was. I'm almost completely blanked on what the team that Fry was actually representing for the Frosty Fest 2025. So yeah, as you can see, 175 points for Team Money, 210 for Memories, and then also 485 for Team Presence once again. So yeah, like I keep saying, congrats once again to Team Presence for winning the Frosty Fest 2025 Splatfest on Splatoon 3. And yeah, what do you guys think about this actually? What do you all think about Team Presence winning the Frosty Fest 2025 Splatfest on Splatoon 3? Of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, as always, I would love to hear your thoughts on this once again. But alright guys, those are all the new news items that we have for this episode of Nintendo News Roundup. Again, a lot of news topics that came out this week, especially mainly with the Switch 2. But I'm gonna be honest, this might have to be the most news topics that we discussed during all the other episodes of Nintendo News Roundup that we did ever since we first introduced this brand new show, all the way back in October of 2023. Man, this was once again a lot of stuff we talked about today. So right now, real quick, before we wrap this up with the show, we're only going to take about a few comments. We're only going to probably take a couple of comments from the chat here because there was a lot of news that we covered today. We only got a few more minutes left to be live, so we can. I got to set up for DK Lane 3 right as soon as we wrap things up here. So once again, if you guys have any more thoughts about all the stuff we discussed in today's show, keep letting me know your thoughts again in the comment section down below. And still would absolutely love to hear what you guys have to say about, like I said, all the stuff we talked about today during the show. But real quick, I do want to give shout outs to everybody else that was tuning in with us during the show where we were talking about the news items. One is out to the Film Watcher, Realistic Mario. Now let's have Blood Yoshi fan. And my boy Mark, man. Shout out to the homie Mark, man. Mark is a homie, man. So, what's everybody tuning in right now once again? And shout out to you guys who have been tuning in with us during the whole entire show once again. So, yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what you guys are saying right now in chat. Let me see here. See, Film Watcher says, that would be cool if Halo came to Switch 2. I would buy it. Yeah, that would be insane though, playing a Halo game on the Nintendo platform. And seeing Xbox and Microsoft's, well, mainly Xbox's mascot on the Nintendo platform. That would be pretty insane. And we'll be able to take it on the go as well, which would be another big thing as well. Taking the Halo Master Chief Collection on the go. Let's see, are they going to do a final Switch 1 gaming stream closer to when the Switch 2 releases? I'll have to probably see about that. I mean, I actually would like to do a final Switch 1 stream before Switch 2, we then move on to Switch 2. Yeah, let me know once again if you guys want to see that. Like, close to the time whenever Switch 2 gets released, when we get close to that. Let's see. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a long while. Wind Waker / Twilight Princess HD gets on Switch 1 / Switch 2. Yeah, who even knows when I'm gonna finally bring Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD to the Switch. Either on the Switch 1 while it's still out, or they'll probably just wait until the Switch 2, possibly. Who knows? Oh, that's cool right there. Your Alarmo is coming today, Aura. That's pretty cool there. Let's see, Nintendo was stripping when crediting the original studios. And saying what they are, they've been doing this a lot with their remix and remasters lately. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's been up with Nintendo not crediting the original development studio for these, remakes of these older games that they've been releasing recently. See, Mark says, should have been at least an 80, but I guess it makes sense for a re-release. Yeah, it definitely does make sense for a re-release to, get a lower review score than an 80. I mean, that still would have been nice if it actually did get an 80, but, it is what it is, honestly. And like I said, for DKC Returns, this is like the third time Nintendo's actually re-releasing it once again, so. Now watch, on Switch 2, they're gonna have like a Switch 2 version of DKC Returns HD. We're gonna call it DKC Returns HD HD. So double HDs for you guys right there for DKC Returns on Switch 2. I mean, I highly doubt it, but knowing Nintendo how they are sometimes, who knows? All right, then finally, Internet Super Shadow says, "Oh gosh, Logan always took Splatoon, Al." You know what, Andrew? I'm gonna have a talk with you during the next stream once again about that. But anyways, y'all, so I don't think there's much more else to discuss right here with those news topics during today's show once again. So again, if you guys have any more thoughts about all the stuff we discussed today, like I said, I came up with your thoughts in the comment section down below. And again, I'd actually love to hear your thoughts about all the different stuff we talked about today. But alright, guys, I think with that's gonna go and do it for this very, very super long episode on Nintendo News Roundup once again. So really do appreciate you guys for coming by and discussing all these different news topics that we talked about during today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. But like I said, stay tuned right to the stream in about a few minutes. We're going to be running a little bit late, actually. About like 10 or 15 minutes late for when we kick off DK Lane 3. But if you guys are members in our Discord server, I will be coming into the VC by then while we set up for DK Lane 3. So, but until then, if you guys enjoyed today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup, and of course, want to keep up to date on more upcoming episodes of the show in the future, make sure you guys, again, give the stream a thumbs up on your way out. And if you guys are also brand new to our YouTube channel, as well as on our Twitch channel, make sure you guys, as always, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure you guys also follow our Twitch channel for more upcoming episodes of Nintendo News Roundup every single Friday, and also more Nintendo content you guys will definitely not want to miss out in the future. And anyways, with that, that's going to do for me here for your boy Nintendo Logan, and I'm going to be signing off with the stream. So yeah, we'll see you guys in just a few minutes when we kick off DK Lane 3 once again. So, peace out, love you guys, God bless, have a great day, watch and want us, be blessed, and we'll catch you guys in a few minutes for DK Lane 3. So, we'll see you then, peace out, and God bless. What's up, Joy-Con gang? I'm really hoping you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys want to see up to date on more upcoming videos in the near future on the channel, make sure you guys click that subscribe button to be a part of our amazing Joy-Con gang community. Plus, also, be sure to enable that notification bell to all to be notified and not miss a single new upload on this channel every single week. And if you all also want to stay up to date on more upcoming events from this channel, and even see some exclusive behind-the-scenes stuff as well, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at NintendoLoganYT for exclusive posts you will not see anywhere else on this channel in the future, from posting my amiibos or whatever kind of stuff you guys want to see on my Instagram, and especially in the near future, maybe do some live Instagram hangouts with you guys as well. And lastly, if you all enjoy all the moments that we have on the channel as well, make sure you guys consider checking out our Nintendo Lonely Clips channel as well, which is pretty much our second YouTube channel, when we upload new clips on there every Monday and Wednesday, where you can check out all of our past funny and epic moments that I bet you guys will definitely enjoy for sure there, because we got a lot of funny clips on there once again. And of course, if you guys do none of that, as I always say, one person very in particular is going to be saying, what's wrong with you if you guys don't do none of that? And that's pretty much right to fees me. He's going to be telling you what's wrong with you until you do all the stuff you guys see on the right side of me here. And I do promise you guys that. So, alright, but anyways, guys, so that's going to do it for your boy Nintendo Logan here for this video. And I'm going to be signing off for this video once again. So, I will see you guys in the next video. And peace out. And love you guys. God bless. And have a great day, everybody. Peace out, Joy-Con gang.